I was in Edmonton visiting a friend in the Highlands neighborhood last October. Missed the last regular bus at 1 a.m. I was about to call a cab when a bus pulled up, same number as the route I needed, same signage. I got on. The driver didn't acknowledge me. I tapped my card. The reader beeped normally. I sat down. The bus moved through familiar streets for the first few minutes. Then it turned onto a road I didn't recognize. I pulled up maps on my phone, no signal. I looked out the window. The street signs were there, but none of the names meant anything. The buildings were dark, every single one, no lights in any window. Not a person on any footpath. The bus stopped 4 times. Each time the doors opened onto an empty street. Nobody got on. Nobody got off. At the 4th stop, the driver turned and looked at me for the first time. He said, "This is your stop." I looked out the window. A residential street. Dark. Unrecognizable. I got off. I don't know why. Something in his voice made it very clear this wasn't a suggestion. The bus pulled away. My phone signal came back immediately. I was in the Glenora neighborhood, the complete opposite end of the city from where I'd boarded. A 40-minute drive by car. I called a cab. Got home at 5 a.m. I'd been on that bus for less than 20 minutes. I filed a complaint with Edmonton Transit the next morning. They told me no buses run that route after 1:15 a.m. They had no record of a bus operating at 3 a.m. They had no record of my card being tapped at all that night. I've been back to the Highlands stop a dozen times since. The 3 a.m. bus has never come. I showed my transit app to a friend who works in Edmonton city planning. I asked her about the streets the bus had stopped on. She went through my description carefully. She said those street names had been retired in 1987 when the neighborhood was redeveloped. The roads themselves no longer exist. They were built over 30 years ago. I stood on them 8 months ago.